Hey guys, Joseph here. Happy 2024. I haven't shown my face on camera for a while, so it's nice to be back. So last week, we showed you guys some sample footage of the BlackVue DR970X Plus, so make sure you guys catch that if you'd like to see some nice STARVIS 2 footage. It's very cool to see BlackVue finally integrating STARVIS 2 sensors into their flagship dashcams, and a nice, cool redesign on their dashcams too. Now in this video, we're going beyond just the surface, because we're diving into what makes the new BlackVue DR970X Plus the new BlackVue DR970X Plus. Whether you're considering upgrading your old BlackVue, planning to get your first premium 4K dashcam, or just want to learn how this new dashcam can help you, we'll try to address all of these new changes here. The entire DR970X Plus series has gotten an upgrade, and it's more than just a facelift. Across the board, they're all quite similar in terms of specs. So in this video, we're diving into the 4 DR970X Plus models that we've been able to test, which are the standard DR970X Plus 2-channel, the IR, the LTE, and the all-new DR970X Plus 2-channel box. So let's start off by unboxing our base model, the DR970X Plus. So we've got in the box the front cam, rear cam, quick start guide, cable clips, a 64 gig micro SD card, a micro SD card reader, spare double-sided adhesive for mounting, a 6-meter coaxial cable, a hard wiring power cable, a cigarette lighter adapter, and a pry tool. And everything I mentioned you also get in the IR, LTE, and box versions too, with the exception of the 1-channel model, which won't come with a rear cam or the rear connecting cable. As you've probably noticed, the design of the front cam has been changed, so let's get into it. So when it comes to the front cam, there are 3 variations. There's a standard front camera, the LTE variant, and the box model. There's a few changes in their respective form factors, so why don't we start with the Plus's front cam. Overall, it's still quite sleek and terrifically tubular, but the overall shape has been updated. It's still got that matte black finish too. Based on our measurements, the front dash cam is 118.6 millimeters long, 47.4 millimeters wide with a height of 36 millimeters. If you place this side by side with the LTE version, it's slightly smaller compared to that at 137.6 millimeters long, 60.3 millimeters wide, and 43 millimeters height measurements. Compared to its predecessor, the previous DR970X model, the new standard front is now no longer perfectly circular, with a flat strip going across the front of the unit past the lens, with stripes commonly seen in heat sinks to help with heat dissipation. This longer snout of the front lens does mean that the existing CPL filter is not going to fit. And just in case you're wondering, BlackVue has confirmed that there will not be a new CPL filter coming out for this new Plus series. The back of the model itself is the same as the earlier versions, with record, GPS, and BWL light indicators. So on the side, there's a USB port for the LTE module, the ports for the rear cam, the micro SD card slot, and the new format button. This button formats the micro SD card and preps it for the camera. So previously, this was the Wi-Fi button, so we're glad they've switched over to a dedicated format button, which should help clear up any issues with third-party cards. Moving on to the dedicated LTE version, it doesn't have the format button, nor the USB Type-C port, since it's already got the LTE module built in. The body of the LTE version, however, does retain its typical shape, just with horizontal heat sinks instead of vertical, and it's just slightly larger than the previous LTE version. Now on the other side, there's still that touch sensor, because all you need to do is a light tap and it's going to trigger manual recordings. Last but not least, this is the DR970X Box Plus. Well, it's a box just like the DR770X Box Plus. So the design details that we just stated don't really apply. Personally, I really like this box head unit design because it offers a bit more security, just separating the front and rear camera apart from the box unit, which is going to hold all of your footage, and you can hide the box away somewhere secure. If you want more specific info on this unique design, check out our in-depth review of the DR970X box. One thing though that we wanted to mention is that the DR970X box Plus is only 2 channels, whereas the DR970X box was a 3-channel. This is available with a standard rear camera or an IR camera for interior recording. Okay, let's move on to the main reason for the increase in the size of the front of these cameras. Well, that's to make room for the significantly larger lens of this unit and dramatically help with the video quality. So this is the biggest update on the DR970X Plus series yet, with image and resolution. Now, all of these changes apply across the board with the Plus series. The main camera has been upgraded with a 7-element lens from f2.8 to an f1.7. Basically what that means is it allows it to capture more light for clear footage at 146 degrees. You can physically see the difference just based on the size of the lens, just to accommodate the image sensor. So all of these Plus units also now carry an 8-megapixel Sony STARVIS 2 image sensor for its camera, the IMX678, capturing 4K UHD at 30 frames per second. This is a huge upgrade compared to the former DR970X series, which used the first-gen Sony STARVIS sensor. We've already seen other brands like Thinkware and Viofo already done so with their latest models too. With these new image sensors, we've been able to see great improvements in their video quality. Make sure you guys check out the differences in details these new models have been able to capture, and be sure to check out our full sample footage video. Link is in the description below. And now the new Plus series has a faster shutter speed than their predecessors, 3 times faster to be exact, which is going to make capturing those details more stable and smooth, like those license plates. While these models won't have HDR for a wide coloration range, BlackVue specializes in their ISP tuning, which does help in low light performance and color accuracy. The ISP tuning will also apply to the rear cam, though the rear cam is still the same as previous models and is a 2.1 megapixel Sony STARVIS CMOS sensor recording in Full HD at 30 frames per second. Another upgrade is that the Plus camera is equipped with H.265 compression tech, allowing it to record at a speed of 60 megabits per second. One thing though, H.265 files will be larger due to the added detail, and BlackVue does give you the option to switch back to H.264 instead for smaller files, so we're glad BlackVue is now able to incorporate both to offer you guys more versatility. Since it's recording these high quality, high bitrate footage, it is expected to have large file sizes. In fact, the original files can reach 440 megabytes in size for just a 1-minute clip. Now to compensate, the DR970X Plus has upgraded storage capacity to 512 gigs SD, and substream recordings embedded in the original video. With a file size of less than 5 megabytes, those substream videos provide buffer-free surfing via Wi-Fi or the cloud. Speaking of connectivity, let's talk about what the advanced BlackVue Wi-Fi and cloud services can offer. All of these models are going to come with all the dashcam staples, especially advanced parking mode. Now with extended buffered recording to capture a full 10 seconds before an incident instead of the previous 5 seconds. Beyond that, there's audio recording, advanced parking mode, built-in Wi-Fi, voice notifications, and built-in GPS. The first step to connecting is seamless pairing. Unlike other cameras, the built-in Bluetooth of these BlackVue models lets the camera take over the pairing process, connecting in moments. With this, you'll never need to leave the BlackVue app to connect to the camera's Wi-Fi. For a full walkthrough of the camera app and how the Wi-Fi works, check out our video here. We'll add the link in the description below. But if you want to make full use of your dashcam, we gotta talk about BlackVue Cloud. Connecting the BlackVue CM100G LTE module using the built-in LTE from the LTE model or having any hotspot or Wi-Fi connection in the vehicle, then you're going to be able to gain remote connection to the camera. This includes remote live view to check in on the vehicle at any time, push notifications to keep you updated on any events happening at the vehicle, two-way communication through the camera, and footage safely uploaded to the cloud, to name a few of the major features. This is useful if you leave your car unattended or if you're a business owner and you have somebody else driving your car It's always good to be in the know. It's nice to see BlackVue is responding to user feedback because they recently announced that they're dropping their plan rates by about 50% to make it more accessible for all their customers. So right now, all their cloud plans, including the free plan, already comes with all the base cloud features, only reserving a few specific ones for fleets like cloud storage. Plus, adding a second camera is now easier than ever, as BlackVue has stated that with these new models, you're finally able to connect additional cameras to a single BlackVue built-in LTE or LTE module over the air. Finally, let's move on to compatibility. How easy is it to upgrade from the previous version to this new Plus version? Turns out, it's pretty easy. The power cable and rear connecting cable are the exact same as the previous X series and will be an easy swap out for any user. On top of that, the rear camera itself is the same as the DR970X and the DR770X models and fully backwards compatible. This means that you're just going to need to replace the front cam, and there you go. You're running a BlackVue 2-channel setup with the latest tech. And that's our in-depth review of the Plus series. I think BlackVue's done a good job implementing a lot of good user feedback into these new models. Finally, STARVIS 2, flexible H.265 codec, and a dedicated format button, and much more. Plus, the icing on the cake is that it now comes with a 2-year warranty from BlackVue, so you know you're getting something reliable for the long run. All of these versions are now available for pre-order here at BlackboxMyCar. We'll include all the links in the description below. We're going to have the 1-channel, 2-channel, and the LTE variants shipping soon, with the IR and box models available mid-February. You can learn more about this on our website, or if you have any questions, you can always find us on live chat, give us a call, or shoot us an email. Thanks for watching, guys. Support us by hitting that like and subscribe button on your way out. If you're interested in making a purchase, be sure to use exclusive YouTube code BBMCTube at checkout to take 5% off. Thanks.